All right, so we're going to take a look at frequency tables and probabilities. I'm going to do one of the harder kind of questions, which is to create the table and then answer questions. But I will start you off quizzes on just answering the questions before I have you created. So as usual, make half a screen your Desmos calculator and the other half, whatever it is that you're working on. So you're going to go to desmos.com/practice. And please make sure you're using this. Then go to choose assessment. You're going to go to Georgia, graphing calculator, start practice. Okay, so now I'm set up on my half screen, and now I can answer whatever questions I have to answer. Okay, so I'm going to fill out the table as I read the information, just that way that I don't have to come and read it twice. All right, so there are 150 children at a summer camp. So this is 150 total, whether they are swimming, not swimming, canoeing, or not canoeing. There are 150 kids total. Your total is always going to go in the bottom right-hand corner. 150. There are 150 total. Might as well go ahead and say this. This right here is canoeing, people who swim and canoe, people who don't swim and canoe, and this is the total of all those who canoe right here, whether they swim or don't swim. This right here, though you read it, not canoeing, so swimming but not canoeing, and not swimming. So this don't do either one, and so the total of those who don't canoe goes right here. The total of those swimming goes right here. The total of those not swimming goes right here. Despite whether they're canoeing or not canoeing, doesn't matter. Not swimming, total is right here. All right, so this is the total of the totals, meaning when you add up the totals of those who are swimming, the total of those who are not swimming, you should get 150. When you add up the total of those canoeing and the total of those not canoeing, you should get 150. You may be a little bit lost right now, but it's okay. All right, as we go, it's gonna make a little bit more sense. All right, so the 150 children in summer camp, 71 signed up for swimming. So this is the total that signed up to swim. So you go to swim, the total of that is going to be 71. It doesn't matter whether they're canoeing or not canoeing, the total for swimming is 71. There was a total of 62 children that signed up for canoeing. So I go canoeing, the total is all the way at the end, and that's how many? 62. So whether they swim or don't swim, I don't care, they're canoeing. All right. They signed up for canoeing, and 28 of them also signed up for swimming. So there's a total of 62, but 28 of them are swimming. Those who are canoeing are swimming are 28. Okay, construct a two-way table summarizing the data. All right, so now this is all the information I have. You need 2 boxes filled out to find the third. So you see, this is 2 boxes, I can find this one. This is 2 boxes, I can find that one. This is no boxes, I can't find it. This is 2 boxes, I can find that one. Okay, so as you fill in the numbers, you can find the rest. So we'll start with right here. Let's go straight down. All right, so 28 plus something gives me my total of 71. How do I find that? I go my total, 71 minus 28, 43. So this one is 43. And I can check it. Now, I won't check it for all of them, but I can check it. I'm saying 28 plus 43 is going to be my total of swimming. So 28 plus 43 gives me my 71. All right, so I look for 2 boxes that are filled out. So you see, if I go across this way, these 2 boxes are filled out. So this plus this gives me 62. So therefore, 62 minus 28 will give me this number right here of 34. Okay, so 28 plus 34 is 62. All right, I can fill this because I got 2 boxes filled. 62 plus something is 150. So 150 minus 62 is 88. So 62 plus 88 is 150. All right, I'm looking for 2 boxes. Okay, I can do this way across, right? 43 plus something is 88. 43 plus something is 88. So 88 minus 43 is 45. So 43 plus 45 is 88. And then finally, on this one, I can just do 34 plus 45 will give me this one. 34 plus 45 will give me 79. And to make sure that I filled this correctly, I'm going to check 71 plus 79 equals 150. So 71 plus 79 equals 150. So again, remember, this has to add up to that, and this has to add up to that. All right, now that I have my data filled, I need to understand what my data is saying. So let's answer some questions. So questions 1 through 9, fill out the table. So only after you fill out the whole table do you start answering the questions. Put it in Socrative. So number 1 is 28, number 2 is 34, 3 is 62. Don't do anything until your whole table is filled out. How many students didn't sign up for canoeing? Okay, so you go to no canoeing, how many students total? I don't care whether they swam or not swam. Question doesn't say that. Just how many don't canoe. So I go 88 don't canoe. How many students signed up for swimming or canoeing? So either or, okay, not both, but either or. So how many students signed up for swimming? So swimming, how many students signed up for swimming? 71. Plus, and this is how you'd show me your work, 71 plus the number of kids who signed up for canoeing. So I go canoeing, I don't care whether they're swimming or not swimming, 62. Equals, so 71 plus 62, 133. So my answer is 133, and that's how I showed my work. All right, how many of the students signed up for swimming and for canoeing? So I go, so they have to do both, right? So swimming and canoeing, swimming and canoeing. What's that number? Swimming and canoeing, 28. Okay, so that's how you read the table. Now, questions that come out from reading the table is probability questions. What is the probability? And probability is calculated by part over whole. How I like to think of it is what you want, what the question wants, and your total. Okay, so what's the probability that a randomly selected student signed up for swimming and canoeing? So we already defined that number to be 28, but I'll do it again. Swimming and canoeing. Swimming and canoeing. Where's the intersection? Right there. So 28. So what the question wants is 28 over or divided by the whole. Okay, everything. How many total students are there? It's always going to be your bottom right hand corner, 150. Now, there are several ways that you can write this out. You can write as a fraction, a decimal, or percent. So we're going to do all three just so that you're clear no matter what the question asks. Now, be careful when you're writing as a fraction that you always write it, that you always simplify. So 28 over 150. So 28 divided by 150. Now, if you press this button right here, this is like pressing math, enter, enter. Boom. It simplifies it for you. So please use this calculator so that you can get used to math, enter, enter. All right, so that's the fraction. What about the decimal? Click that number, click that thing again. It'll go back to the decimal. And does it want me to round to the nearest tenth? Okay, so one number after the decimal, so boom, that. Does this next number affect this number? Yes, the 8's going to make it go up by 1, so it's going to be 0.2. And then percent, okay, you take your fraction and then you multiply it by 100. You take your fraction and then you multiply it by 100 to make it into a percent. And then round to the nearest whole number. So here's the whole number, no decimal. What's the 6 going to do to 18? Go up by 1, so that's going to be 19%. Okay, and that's pretty much it. So those are the kind of questions that you're going to get. The hardest thing that you're going to have to do is actually make the table, which, once you kind of get used to it, it's not a big deal. Let's practice.